Hello and welcome to a Sophisticated Pairs video blog. My name is Erica and today I'm going to be reviewing the Kris Line Sharon bra for you. Now I'm going to do things a little differently today and I'm going to save the information on sizing and fit towards the end of the video. I first saw the Kris Line Sharon bra on the full figure chest holiday wish list last year and I instantly fell in love. First, I've really never had an opportunity to try a Polish company before because they really don't do as much exporting as some of the UK companies do. So I knew I really wanted to give one of those lines an experiment, give it a try, see how it fit. And this particular style really called to me. I absolutely loved it. I kind of saw the silvery quality as maybe being a flesh tone alternative for my skin type, and I was absolutely right. Now believe it or not, they call this color cocoa, and it does have a little bit of almost like a coppery undertone to it, but it's actually very silver. It kind of blends in with my skin underneath lighter colored tops. I also like that it has this great mix of the cute polka dots as well as this beautiful embroidery at the top. And some of the embroidery is going to be really hard to see in the video, is actually kind of like a gold, very light colored, and it contrasts a bit with the silver. So the design of this really called to me because I don't have an opportunity to try very many padded bras in my cup size. They usually stop them a little bit shy of what I need. So this is actually a half padded bra. The bottom part is padded here, and then the top part is this great embroidery part, and it has this nice stretchy quality as well. So this entire design is very different for me. For starters, it is lightly padded in general, but it also has these little cuts on the interior of the cup that allow you to either add or remove padding. Now it comes with a little bit of extra pad, but you can take those out and wear the bra with less padding, but you can also add more padding if you need. Now this to me is an excellent feature because a lot of women have asymmetry. This is a nice option to kind of balance things out. I mean, if you're only like a little bit, it doesn't make much of a difference, but especially for women who have, 1, 2, even 3 cup size differences, a bra design like this would be perfect because you could remove padding as needed on the larger side and then add padding on the smaller side. And I actually had to do this. This side is exactly the way the bra was intended to be worn, but this side I ended up having to add an extra pad to in order to fill up the cup. But I'm going to get into that a little bit more with sizing and fit. Now I want to go back to talking about the overall design itself because it is absolutely gorgeous. This bottom part is this beautiful satiny kind of fabric. It's very smooth. The embroidery at the top and on the straps is stunning. It is absolutely beautiful. It's very reminiscent to me of fantasy in terms of quality and the level of intricacy in the design and the embroidery. So absolutely beautiful. The materials are very comfortable as well. The inside cup is actually lined in that very soft cotton-like fabric, so it always feels good against the skin. It doesn't rub or chafe. The materials on the band are very firm, which again I will get to a little bit more with sizing. And the straps underneath here are actually felted, so that means there's a little bit of a softer material underneath the strap to make sure it cushions along the shoulders. Now I want to talk about the sizing and the fit. When I first decided that I was going to try a Polish company, I did a little bit of research and I found that not only do many of them cut their cups a little bit smaller than the UK companies, but sometimes the bands can run firmer. Couple that with a lot of sizing inconsistencies and you have one very confused store owner. I had no idea what size to consider. I really didn't have experience with it, so I ultimately talked with a friend of mine who has tried Kris Line before, and she explained that first off, the cups do run small. But secondly, depending on whether I'm getting it from a retailer or if I'm getting the bra directly from Kris Line, the sizing conversion could actually make things even more challenging. As she explained it, Kris Line has an extra cup called the I cup that isn't always included when other retailers sell the product because most of the UK companies don't have the I cup. And as a result, when they list a bra as a certain size, it actually might be a cup size or two smaller than what it's supposed to be. So ultimately, what she recommended I order, based on the fact that I typically wear anywhere from a 30H to a 30J, was to go right for the 30K cup in Kris Line. This totally baffled me. I was really hesitant about actually ordering the K cup because I thought it was going to be too big and there's nothing I could really do with a bra that's too large for me. So I listened to her though, and I took the plunge, and I'm glad I did. Now the K-cup on this fits absolutely perfect on my larger side as is. On the smaller side it's a little wrinkly. So I did end up adding a little extra pad to this side of the cup just to give me that extra space there, and now it fits great. The center gore tacks pretty well. It's not quite as firm as I usually get with Clio's, but it's still very comfortable. The underwire on the sides is actually super narrow. I have to say I'm really impressed with that quality of it, because I hate it when the underwire extends so far back on my side. It feels really uncomfortable to me. I don't need a super wide underwire, and that is something I really like about the fit of the bra. It does come up a little high on the sides here. I would have liked to have seen this be a little bit lower. That said, it's still very comfortable. This seaming here is stretchy, and then the underside is very soft, so it's not abrasive or chafing. The cups themselves are very good. I don't have any overflow or gaping once I have the pads in. I will say that if I remove those optional pads that the bra comes with, the smaller side is just way too large, and the larger side still fits pretty good. I really would have liked to have tried both this size as well as the cup size down, just for comparison, but overall I am very happy with the size that I ordered. Now the band on this actually fits very firm. It reminds me a lot of the Masquerade Rhea bra, which I have reviewed in the past, in that it is not a super short band, but the fabrics that they used really don't have that stretchy quality that a lot of the UK company brands have. So if you're between band sizes, you may end up wanting to size up. My ribcage measures exactly 30 inches, and the 30 band in this fits me fine, but I could see that if your ribcage was more in between, like 31, 35, you probably would want to size up. And if you don't like a firm fit on the band, then you're definitely going to want to size up regardless, because it is very, very firm. There's not a lot of stretch to it. The straps are only partially adjustable, and I do have them about 3/4 of the way up. So I do have a little bit of space there, but I would have liked to have seen a fully adjustable strap on the bra. Otherwise, I really like the fit. The sizing, as I mentioned, was just all over the place. This is probably going to be the first, hopefully only time, that I really cannot provide you with a lot of guidance in terms of the cup size. I would say at least go up 2 sizes, but if you're in that higher end of the cup size range where you might encounter that I cup dilemma, it could be worth actually contacting either Kris Line or the retailer that's selling the product and asking them for measurements or for guidance and sizing advice, because I really can't say for certain what you would need to do at that point. Overall, I really like the bra. I've worn it a couple times. I do have one small caveat with the fabric on the side here. It does seem to trap fluid and water very easily, so I had a day where I was a little sweaty, and I did get kind of a sweat stain here that I had to wash out. It came out very easily, but it really showed, and I've never really had a bra actually show something like that before. It could just be because this is more of that satiny fabric. I've worn it at the store all day several times and never have an issue with it. It's very comfortable. I really like the uplifted look it does. I have never had a bra, I think, outside of the Panache Sports bra maybe, put me this high up. The profile is pretty rounded. It kind of comes up this way. Some people might find it's a little pointy. If you're very cognizant of whether or not a bra creates a conical silhouette, this one might not be for you. I personally like it. It does create some issues with some of my button front shirts because it really does put everything very forward and high. But otherwise, I really can't say that I dislike the bra. I'm very impressed with it. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, I wish UK companies would get on board with doing that optional padding cut in the inside of the bra, because it would really be a help to a lot of women who have issues with asymmetry. It would be perfect. So overall, I'm going to give the bra a solid A. Now, if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please feel free to email me at sophisticatedpair@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out our Facebook, blog, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube channel for all the latest news and event information. And as always, thank you for watching the videos.